Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. What if I were to tell you, which this sounds crazy, but just hear me out. What if I were to tell you that there's a channel out there that does daily videos, multiple videos a day, weekly live streams, and monthly giveaways, and even does giveaways during the live stream, so basically weekly and monthly giveaways. Imagine that. Well, that's me, so I think you know what to do. That's not even the important part though. The important part is that you need to be updated on a daily basis with what's happening in the world of silver, and I'll do that for you. You cannot be blindly investing. You've got to stay in the loop, and I will give you the scoop every single day. So make sure you're subscribed. Now, what is your silver stacking strategy for 2021? Ending out 2021, comment down below. I genuinely want to know. And I'm sure you want to know what all these other people watching this video's strategy is too. We can learn a lot from each other. Open-mindedness is so important. The minute that we think we know it all, the minute we think we know everything or more than everyone else, that's when things start to get shaky. Because the market's ever changing. Adjusting and adapting is so critical. How we invested a couple of years ago is going to be different than we invest today, and in a couple of years it's going to be different than now. We're going to have to keep adjusting and adapting with time, right? We really do. Nowadays, speculation plays a huge role in silver's price. Back in the day, it was pure fundamentals. Not nowadays. A single tweet from Elon Musk or Donald Trump or whoever could send prices flying, right? Federal Chairman Jerome Powell announces something a couple days ago and pushes the dollar way up and silver way down. But I do think that silver is going to start taking on a life of its own. And when that happens, the same type of information that comes out won't affect silver the way it would gold. So we got to pay attention to this stuff, and I'm going to keep you guys updated. I skim through probably 20 different articles a day. I post the most important, most relevant stuff that you need to know. I'll never talk about stuff you don't need to know. So what's your strategy? And I definitely think there's no wrong answer, by the way. There's no wrong answer. Everyone's strategies is individualized because people have different financial situations, live in different parts of the world, have different goals, different time frames of stacking, different exit strategies, so on and so forth. So it really is up to you. But I would still like to know your reasoning, right? Just like I could say silver's going to hit $50 in 2 months. But if I don't say why, then I'm not saying much. Context matters, and I like breaking things down. You guys know me. I love dissecting information and looking at both sides of the coin, and that is pun intended. So right now, I made a video yesterday. Actually, this would be coming out today. I made a video, and it's talking about the extremely high premiums of American Eagles and how much higher those premiums are than generic rounds. Now, yes, American Eagles are the most recognizable coin in the world. They're about to come out with the Type 2 series, which might bring these coins more of a collector type of coin, semi-numismatic coin, which is crazy to say that an eagle would be that, but it's the truth. If I were to make the same video last year, I would not be saying the same thing that I am right now, that I'm about to say. And that's a prime example of adjusting and adapting. American Eagles are a standard bullion coin minted in the tens of millions. Nothing too special about them. Design stays the same except for 2021. Type 2 series comes out in the next month or so. American Silver Eagles should be sold around spot price. It's sold solely for the 1 ounce of silver inside of it. There is no collectible value to it because the design stays the same. It doesn't change every year like pandas, kookaburras, koalas, coins like that. There's a lot more in circulation than pandas and kookaburras. Kookaburras 300, 500,000 per year. American Eagles 13, 14 million. It actually usually is 30, 40 million. So there's nothing too special about them. But they have this, they're priced the same as a kookaburra and a panda, which is crazy. But since that is the new normal, which we have to get used to, it probably is a better route going generic rounds, generic silver. Sunshine Mint rounds and bars are incredible. They actually have this like credit card type thing. You can hover over the bar and it shows in, like in the luminescent numbers, so you can guarantee that bar is real, and that it's insane. The amount of the innovativeness that's coming out in not only just the world but with silver, and trying to get rid of all these fake coins that are coming out. It's beautiful. And since Sunshine Mint is doing this type of stuff, it's really pushing the level of silver recognition. And I say that because of this. Before, I would steer away from generic silver rounds, because if you're trading or bartering and you have an American Silver Eagle in one hand and have a Sunshine Mint round in the other hand, the person 9 times out of 10 will say that the American Eagle is 100% real, and the Sunshine Mint round they'll be more iffy about. And that could be the difference between a dangerous situation and a great situation when you're trading or bartering with someone, because not everyone knows. Unless you're a silver stacker, you're probably not going to know what Sunshine Mint, the Sunshine Mint company. But no matter who you are, even if you don't stack silver, you'll recognize an American Eagle and say, hey, that's the U.S. Mint coin. That's the American coin. It's government backed. That coin has value. But it's not the same with rounds. So if you're going to be trading or bartering for SHTF type scenarios, government backed coins will always be the way. But they're so much more expensive now. You can get a lot more silver if you're going generic rounds. And actually, in my last video, I showed this. You can get a tube of Sunshine Mint rounds for like $618. You can get a tube of the Type 2 2021 American Eagles for like $850, and the normal 2021 Eagles for $750. So $618 compared to $848. I mean, you're already a quarter of the way to getting an entire new tube of rounds. That's a big deal, especially when we're talking about silver prices getting higher. That's a lot of money that you could be making or missing out on. I don't think you should. So I always tell beginners, buy as much silver as you can for as cheap as possible. Lower your dollar per ounce average, get a nice foundation. It's just like if you're building a house. If the house doesn't have a strong foundation, then the house can crumble. Diversity is key, but you still have to have a nice foundation. And while you're buying this standard bullion, these rounds or whatever, you're starting to learn the market. Then you're not so susceptible for getting, ripped off or making bad purchases, because you've been stacking for about a year now. So yes, you could start diverging off and trying some other coins you want. But in the beginning, I highly recommend just buying whatever silver's as close to spot price as possible. But you don't want to stick with coins that are pegged to spot price, because this is the scary part, but trust me, I don't think this would happen. But let's say spot price is $26 right now, about $26 even. If silver's price in 20 years from now is still $26, your stack will have appreciated $0. Think about that. It's $26 now. So in 20 years, if you're ready to sell, you'd be selling it for $26. You literally would have not made a single dollar. But the chance of silver staying $26 in 20 years is very unlikely. But still, you get what I'm saying. You want to have some coins that appreciate over time, regardless of spot price, detached from spot price. And that is your semi-numismatic coins, your high premium silver like pandas, kookaburras, koalas. But nowadays, American Eagles might be fitting that category. As you see, the prices are starting to rise, and that's due to scarcity. And there might be a day and age where no matter what coin it is, no matter what round it is, it's going to have extremely high premiums. The spot price might not mean that's how much an ounce of physical silver will be anymore. And that's a scary thought, because digitally, that's what it is. But if you're trying to buy the physical metal, spot price and an ounce of silver is detached. You'll go to your coin shop, you're going eBay or APMEX, and no matter what spot price is, that doesn't matter, because you can't get any type of silver even close to that price. And that's a scary thought. It really is. It just proves, though, that silver is becoming harder to find. U.S. Mint posted an article admitting that there's a silver shortage, admitting they're having a hard time finding the silver to make these eagles. They had to make an emergency 1 million mintage supply from the San Francisco Mint at the end of 2020, and it's only getting worse, and it's only going to keep getting worse as time is going on. So my strategy is going to be buying cheap types of silver. As you know, I have a lot of pandas, I have a lot of graded coins, a lot of expensive coins, but I need to work on my bulk. I need to get tubes of rounds of, rolls 20, try to just get a whole bunch of generic rounds, maybe some American Eagles from my local coin shop that I can get that are older or dinged up, or not having to be in brilliant uncirculated condition. And that's another thing. Yes, APMEX prices for American Eagles might be a little pricier, but that's because the coin is in brilliant uncirculated condition, never touched by human hands. But a coin like an American Eagle doesn't always need to be in that condition, because it's not sold for the condition, it's sold for the metal inside of it. But now it's getting trickier, because now it is starting to almost gain this type of collectible coin, especially with the Type 2. So we're in a very transitional phase when it comes to American Eagles, and it's going to be a tricky situation, especially since we have the Type 2 Eagles coming out soon. And what do you think about those? Are you going to be buying any of those? I actually made an entire video about that as well, covering mintage numbers, covering everything you need to know about those coins. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I thought this was a great video. We covered a lot, and I'm excited to hear what you guys would say about your strategy as well. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. Oh, remember, I post daily videos, weekly live streams, and monthly giveaways. So there's a lot of content coming around here. If you're going to join Slayer Elite, you guys know what to do. Thanks for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.